welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be doing another Call of Duty commentary, and in this video, I'm going to be doing my final thoughts on Call of Duty World War II. So yes guys, it's that time of year again where Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is coming out in about 10 hours at the time you're recording this video in North America. Right now, it's actually live in New Zealand, Australia, as well as Japan, and it's going to be coming out very shortly in parts of Europe. So before Black Ops 4 releases, what I'm going to be doing is my final thoughts on Call of Duty World War II. If you guys are a longtime fan of my channel, you will know that this is a yearly series that I do on my channel where the day before a new Call of Duty game releases, I do my final thoughts on the then newest Call of Duty game at the time. I originally started this series in 2015 where I did my final thoughts on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare the day before Call of Duty Black Ops 3 released. Then the very next year, I did my final thoughts on Black Ops 3, and then last year I actually did a 2-video special where I did my final thoughts on Modern Warfare Remastered, as well as my final thoughts on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So now that Black Ops 4 is about to drop in about 10 hours from now, I'm going to be doing my final thoughts on Call of Duty World War II. So yeah, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the video. Alright guys, so starting off this review, I just want to say that I do enjoy Call of Duty World War II, being that I think the core gameplay of the game is good. And although Call of Duty World War II isn't my favorite Call of Duty game, I must say that there are some things in this game that I really do like, and I hope to see them in future Call of Duty games. One of those things is the event system. Now, we already know that Black Ops 4 is going to be having an event system very similar to World War II, and what I liked about the Call of Duty World War II event system, and that is almost every single month there would be a new event which would be bringing in new DLC weapons, new camos, as well as sometimes there would be a free new map that you guys could enjoy. We've seen this a couple times with maps such as Winter Quarantine, Shipment 1944, as well as the Sandbox map. All of these are free maps that anyone can enjoy. I really do like what Sledgehammer Games did with the event system in the game. I also really do like how the DLC weapons were handled. This is easily the best DLC weapon model that we've seen in any Call of Duty game. The DLC weapons are fun and easy to get. If you play Call of Duty World War II consistently, you will have enough armory credits to get the new weapons almost every single time new ones will release. If you're not a huge fan of Call of Duty World War II and you don't play it as often, all you have to do is just wait a couple weeks and then the new weapons will be available for a contract where all you have to do is have 5,000 armory credits and you can unlock that contract, and then you can get the new weapon just a little bit later than the hardcore fans that unlocked it as soon as the new weapon released. I also like the contract system that was added into the game. It updates every single day, so that means every single day that you play World War II, there are new challenges to go for. Whether this would be a weapon variant or XP, supply drops, or social score, there's always little rewards that you can get for going for these challenges. Another thing that I really enjoyed about Call of Duty World War II, and that is the weapon variants. Weapon variants have been in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, as well as World War II, and World War II easily has the best variation of weapon variants in all those 3 Call of Duty games. First of all, it's pretty easy to get weapon variants. You can either unlock them via a contract, or you can just open up supply drops. And what I really do like about the weapon variants, and that is, they are cosmetic only, which means if one person is using a heroic variant of the PP.622 and another person is using the standard variant, the person with the heroic variant does not have any statistical advantage over the person that has the standard variant of the weapon. Now, of course, there are some slight modifications, and depending on your own personal preference, one variant can be better than another one depending on the iron sights. I know that particularly for some weapon variants, the variations of the weapon have better iron sights than the standard weapon. However, that really comes down to your personal preference. I also like how Sledgehammer Games decided to change up the created class system by inventing the division system. Now, in my opinion, I prefer the Pick 10 system over the division system. From my own personal experience, the Pick 10 system is better because it has more customization and you can really fine-tune your loadout to what you particularly want more than what you can do with the division system. Now, although I'm not a huge fan of the division system, I like that Sledgehammer Games decided to try something new. For Call of Duty World War II, they could very easily have gone with the Pick 10 system. However, they decided to try out something new and they made the division system. And I really do applaud Sledgehammer Games for changing around the division system on what the community really does want. At the beginning of World War II, a lot of people had complaints with the division system, and then around DLC 2 of COD World War II, they completely overhauled the division system from community feedback. That's something that we've never really seen in any Call of Duty game up until this date, and that one update single-handedly changed Call of Duty World War II. So those are the things that I really did enjoy about Call of Duty World War II. Now I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I didn't enjoy too much about the game, and talking about some feedback that I have for Sledgehammer Games when it comes to this particular Call of Duty game. First of all, I think that the maps need to be changed. One of the main issues that a lot of people, including myself, had with this game was there really weren't that many great maps in the game. If you think about it, every single Call of Duty game has its standout maps, the ones that everyone enjoys and everyone wants to play on. For Call of Duty Black Ops 3, that would be maps such as Stronghold, Hunted, Fringe, Nuketown, and other maps like that. Call of Duty World War II doesn't really have a standout map that a lot of people tend to enjoy. Of course, there are better maps in the game. I personally like Point to Hawk, Ardennes Forest, as well as Gibraltar. However, there aren't that many great maps that a lot of people really did enjoy. I noticed that a lot of the maps in Call of Duty World War II were quite mediocre. Maps such as St. Marie de Mont, Gustav Cannon, as well as USS Texas. The problem with these maps, and that is a lot of them are very slow paced. For example, Gustav Cannon, the main way that you can dominate on that map would be camping on top of the cannon, sniping people. Simply put, that's how you play Gustav Cannon. Same thing goes for USS Texas, although it's more fast paced. There's a lot of people that are just camping in the back of the map with sniper rifles, as well as people camping in the middle building with fire shotguns. I think that Sledgehammer Games really does need to work on map flow, and they need to make sure that the maps flow more than they do in Call of Duty World War II. There's been times where I played a standard team deathmatch and I run across the entire map into the enemy spawn, and then I run back and I don't run into a single person, even though there are 6 people on my team and 6 people on the other team. And there's been so many times where I played a standard team deathmatch and the game ends because the time limit ends and the winning team only ended up having about 40 or 50 kills. That's something that I hope Sledgehammer Games changes for the next Call of Duty game, and that's really my main issue with Call of Duty World War II. The score streaks were pretty good. If they got a buff, that would have been better. However, it wasn't game breaking. The weapon tuning was pretty good. There were some standout weapons that were a little bit overpowered. However, it wasn't too bad, and it wasn't like the ASM-1 and the Bal 27 from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And generally speaking, I did enjoy Call of Duty World War II. As I said, it's not my favorite Call of Duty game, however, I still did enjoy it. I think the main issue with Call of Duty World War II and why a lot of people ended up leaving the game very early in its life cycle, and that's just because there was simply not enough content in the game. At the launch of Call of Duty World War II, the ranking speed was extremely slow, Chrome Camo was quite underwhelming, and there were no Prestige Master rewards, which meant that there was basically no incentive to go up to Prestige Master. Fortunately enough, all of these issues were fixed later, and I know that a lot of people that played Call of Duty World War II, they said that if Call of Duty World War II was in the same state that it is right now at launch, then the game would have been a lot more successful. And that's why I'm really looking forward to Sledgehammer Games' next Call of Duty game. It's because if Sledgehammer Games was able to improve that much in 1 year, just imagine how much they're going to improve within the next 2 years until the next Sledgehammer Games Call of Duty game releases. Also guys, before I end off today's video, I want to say thank you very much to all the people that checked out my YouTube channel during Call of Duty World War II's life cycle. When Call of Duty World War II originally released back in November, I had about 390 subscribers. Now, we're currently sitting at just over 1100, so I want to say thank you very much for that. And the cool thing, and that is I've been doing this series for our entire Call of Duty life cycle now. I originally started with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which was a Sledgehammer Games Call of Duty game. Then I did Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which was a Treyarch game. And then I did Infinite Warfare, which was an Infinity Ward game. And now we're back to Call of Duty World War II, which again was a Sledgehammer Games Call of Duty. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like on today's video, as well as make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss a new upload from me. Also guys, I'm going to be letting you enjoy 1 minute of my first ever Call of Duty World War II video, which was uploaded on November 3rd, 2017. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for this video, and I cannot wait to see you in Black Ops 4. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm your host Deeper Jungle, and today I'm going to be doing another Call of Duty commentary, and for today's commentary I'm going to be talking about my day one tips for Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. So guys, today is finally here. Call of Duty World War II is out worldwide at the time I'm recording this video, which is absolutely crazy to think about. And of course guys, if you do own Call of Duty World War II, or if you're getting it really soon, you might want to know some day one tips for that game. And if that is the case, thank you for tuning in to today's video, because that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. Also guys, if you're enjoying today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Call of Duty World War II videos. So yeah, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually jump right into the tips. So the first tip that I have over here, and that's going to be take it slow as well as situational awareness. Now guys, when I mean take it slow, I do not mean camping in the back of the map with an LMG